Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of corporate filings and find the real story. And today we're looking at Farmer Mac, and let me tell you, they've got some interesting preferred stock news that might just get your attention. So Farmer Mac, also known as the Federal Agricultural Mortgage Corporation, is basically a government-sponsored enterprise that helps make loans for farms and rural housing more accessible. They've been around for a while, playing a crucial role in supporting America's agricultural sector. What we're looking at here is what's called an 8K filing. Think of this as a current report that companies have to file with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, whenever something significant happens that shareholders should know about. It's like a news alert for investors. Now, Farmer Mac is publicly traded, meaning you can buy their stock. They have different classes of stock, like Class A, voting common stock, which gives shareholders a say in how the company is run, and Class C, non-voting common stock. They also issue preferred stock, which is like a hybrid between a stock and a bond, often paying a fixed dividend. The really juicy bit in this report is about a recent securities offering. On August 20th of last year, Farmer Mac announced they priced an offering of their Series H non-cumulative preferred stock. They raised a pretty substantial amount, $100 million, which works out to be 4 million shares. Each share comes with a $25 price tag and its own liquidation preference of $25. What does liquidation preference mean? Well, if for some reason Farmer Mac were to go out of business, these preferred stockholders would get their initial investment back before common stockholders get anything. It's a safety net for them. Now, when companies announce an offering, there are always fees and expenses involved. So while they're bringing in $100 million from the sale, the actual money Farmer Mac keeps after those costs is about $97.1 million. That's the real cash they're getting to use. And what are they doing with that money? The filing states it's for general corporate purposes. This is a pretty common phrase, meaning they'll use it to fund their ongoing operations, maybe for new projects, or just to bolster their financial strength. It's not tied to one specific thing, but rather supports the company's overall business. An important detail here is that this Series H preferred stock isn't convertible. This means it won't automatically turn into common stock later on. It's a straightforward investment in preferred stock with a fixed dividend. The filing also mentions a settlement date, which is when the actual exchange of money for shares happens. In this case, it was set for August 25th, just a few days after the pricing announcement. Here's a bit of a technical but important point. Farmer Mac offered this stock without a full registration statement. They did this by relying on an exemption related to their status as a congressionally chartered corporation, because they are essentially an instrumentality of the United States government. They have certain exemptions from the usual registration requirements. This highlights their unique position in the market. Now, another item in this report is about Regulation FD. This regulation ensures that all investors get material information at the same time. It prevents companies from selectively sharing important news with just a few people. To comply with Regulation FD, Farmer Mac issued a press release on the same day they priced the offering. This press release is attached to this filing as an exhibit, making sure everyone has access to the same information simultaneously. Finally, the report wraps up by listing the exhibits. The key exhibit here is that press release detailing the preferred stock offering. It's essentially the public announcement of this financial event. There's also a mention of an interactive data file, which is how companies provide financial information in a way that computers can easily read and process. It's all about making financial data accessible and standardized. So to wrap it up, Farmer Mac successfully raised significant capital by issuing preferred stock. This move is aimed at strengthening their financial position and supporting their mission of providing liquidity to the rural housing and agricultural credit markets. It shows they are actively managing their capital structure to fulfill their important role in the economy. Now, looking at the broader picture, Farmer Mac operates in a unique space, being a government-sponsored enterprise focused on agriculture. This provides them with a degree of stability and support that private companies don't have. But it also means they're subject to government oversight and can be influenced by policy changes. The issuance of this preferred stock is a strategic decision that allows them to fund operations and potentially expand their reach within their mandate. It's a sign of proactive financial management. We don't see specific financial statement tables directly in this 8K, but the fact that they are issuing new stock to raise capital indicates they see opportunities to grow or need to shore up their finances for future endeavors. In my opinion, Farmer Mac's strategy to raise capital through preferred stock is a sound one. It allows them to access funds without diluting the ownership of common stockholders drastically, and the fixed nature of preferred stock dividends can be managed within their operating budget. The exemption from registration further simplifies the process given their governmental charter. However, it's always important to remember that companies like these, while government-sponsored, are still subject to market risks, and the broader economic conditions affecting agriculture and rural lending. Their continued success hinges on effective risk management and their ability to navigate the evolving regulatory and economic landscape. Alright, that's our breakdown of Farmer Mac's latest filing. What's your take on their preferred stock issuance and what it means for the company? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.